Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. 2nd and 10. Keenum here again. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they'll run it here. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's go, let's go.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. The 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
53. Hey, go, Roger.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, we're good.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Like 20. Here we go, 52. Let's go, let's go.
They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Gun!
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Domata Peko, the one to get him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Cousins now on second down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Domata Peko able to get him for a loss of about 3. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Hey, 52. Stay hot. We're good.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now Keenum under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Daniil Hunter able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum, and he's got Hireman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Case Keenum, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Before the Vikings take over here, I want to talk about one of the men that they have on offense that is just doing amazing this year. That's Adam Thielen. 5 straight 100-yard games to begin this season. 7 catches, 116 yards, and a score last week in that win over Philly.
He is truly a self-made guy in so many ways. I talked with his college coach, and do you know how they found him to get him to Minnesota State?
How?
At a high school all-star game in the summer, he had no offers from anywhere else. They got him for $500. That was the so-called scholarship that he got to go to Minnesota State.
Wow.
$500, works his way into the position he's in, doesn't get drafted, goes to a rookie tryout camp with the Vikings, hangs on, works his way into practice squad, special teams, and now a Pro Bowl receiver.
And those 5 straight 100-yard games, you have to go back to the pre-Super Bowl era, 1961, to find out the last time that happened.
Hey, that's older than me.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker, finding some room at midfield. A big run that time out of Booker, 57 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Roger, Roger, Roger. Roger, Roger, Roger. I go, Roger.
Now Keenum on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And out now come the Vikings. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Two. First.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
No, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Roger.
On 2nd down, here's Keenan. Dancing to his left. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, Keenum. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. The final shot before the break, Keenum. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second.